If you've ever looked for a job online, you know the routine. You get your resume looking perfect, you upload it to a big platform, and you just kind of cross your fingers. But what if that simple click, that apply button, is kicking off a whole secret journey for your data that you never ever agreed to? Well, let's pull back the curtain on that.
This is actually such a huge topic that we're breaking it down into a three-part series. So, in this first explainer, we're going to start by peeling back the very first layer to see what these platforms are really doing with all your personal information. Okay, so you find that dream job, you get your resume just right, and you hit apply. Feels pretty straightforward, right? Like you're just sending your info to one company. But is that what's really happening? Where does that document, the one with your entire professional life on it, actually end up? The answer is way more complicated than you might think. See, to really get what's going on, you have to stop thinking of these sites as just digital bulletin boards for jobs. They've evolved into something completely different. They're now these massive, powerful data harvesting machines. And just think about the scale here. A full 16% of all Americans have handed their personal data over to these job platforms. That is not a niche group. We're talking about tens of millions of people who are trusting these companies with everything from where they've worked to where they live.
And this right here is the absolute heart of it. You think you're just applying for a job, but at the same time, you're feeding this giant machine. These platforms are literally built from the ground up to collect, sort, and analyze your data on an industrial scale. In your resume, that's the fuel that makes the whole engine run.
So, what kind of stuff are they actually collecting? Well, it goes way, way deeper than just your last job title. Let's really break down the complete data profile they're building on you.
It's not just about what's on your resume. They're basically building a 3D model of you. So you've got your professional history, of course, jobs, salaries, schools. Then it gets way more personal. Your name, your address, even your social security number in some cases. And then there's all the stuff you don't even realize you're giving away. What jobs you click on, how long you stare at a listing, even your physical location.
So they've collected all this data on you, but it doesn't just sit in a vault somewhere. No, it gets shared and sometimes sold in this really complex web of other companies that you've probably never even heard of. Just get a load of this number. Investigations have found that your data is often shared with over 60 different third-party companies. Think about that for a second. We're talking ad networks, data brokers, analytics firms, a whole ecosystem of businesses that are all profiting from your personal info. Here's the basic flow. You upload your resume. The platform's algorithms immediately go to work, slicing and dicing your data. Then, boom, it's sent out to all those partners. And here's the real kicker. Once your data is out there in the wild, it's out there for good. Even if you delete your account, you can't get back all the copies that have already been made and shared. I want to pause on this quote from the source material for a second because it's so, so important. Once your data enters this ecosystem, you lose most of your control over it. That right there is the fundamental trade-off that most of us are making without even realizing it. Now, you might be thinking, wait, don't I have to agree to this stuff? And yeah, you do, but these platforms have gotten really clever. They use these manipulative design tricks, called dark patterns, to nudge you into sharing way more than you probably want to. And let's be clear, dark patterns are not design mistakes. They are intentionally crafted to confuse you, to trick you into making choices you wouldn't normally make. The whole point is to get you to just give up and share more data, even when it's totally not in your best interest. Here is a perfect example of what I mean. A good, user-friendly design gives you a nice, clear choice. But a dark pattern? It ties your brain in a knot with confusing double negatives, making it way more likely that you'll just go with the default setting, which, of course, is to share more data. Now, these shady practices can lead to some truly unbelievable situations, and a big independent study exposed one of the absolute worst examples of this hidden data sharing, and it involves probably the single most sensitive piece of information most of us have. To really get this scandal, you have to understand a term called a reversible hash. Think of it like putting your data in a locked box, but then giving everyone the key. It's a really weak form of protection that allows anyone with that key to easily unlock it and see the original data. It's absolutely not secure for something like, say, a social security number. So here's the bombshell. That study found that major job platforms were taking users' social security numbers, wrapping them in these weak reversible hashes, and then, you guessed it, sharing them with those 60-plus third-party partners.
Your SSN, a key to your entire identity, was being passed around in a format that could be easily unlocked.
All right, so we've seen the sheer scale of the data collection, we've uncovered this hidden ecosystem where it all gets shared, and we've exposed the deceptive tricks they use to make it all happen. This is the secret machinery that's running in the background every single time you look for a job online.
Which leaves us with a really critical question. Now that we know how this whole hidden system works, what are the actual real-world dangers for you? How can this data be turned around and used against you? Well, in part 2 of our series, that's exactly what we'll explore. The real threats, from identity theft to crazy scams that are born from this hidden data world. We'll see you then.